Jim? Good to see you. How's everything in Carroll?
Oh, we're just fine.
Got enough fire?
South, you know.
Just meant as much or more ice, right?
Oh, man.
Does all Carroll have power?
Carroll is okay, I think. We still have some of the outlying rural areas.
Oh, yeah. We got a little bit of
the REC, and of course, I'm with Glidden REC, that's tied in with SAC now. Yesterday morning, they still had over 1,000 people in the two counties that were out, I heard.
It looks like this is going to be a while up here. Right on the way up, I saw some lines at north of the Lakeview area.
Yeah, there's still...
So there's a lot, area-wise, people-wise, probably not 1,000.
I think they did pretty good yesterday for a while, but they did pull trucks in, I saw. So.
Oh, yeah, they had no business out there with, I mean, you couldn't see 10 foot in front of the truck.
No, and can you imagine being up in a room with that, wind like that? But they were out for a while. They pulled them in about mid-morning.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah. They've got plenty of trucks around. There's, I don't know how many headquartered out of Carroll alone. There's over 100 anyway. But, you know, I want to apologize. I'm up here by myself. Rick had scheduled to come, and then he had a meeting in Des Moines, so Joe was going to come. And Joe got a call early this morning. A pipe burst in one of the houses that we were responsible for. So he was taking care of that, and he called me on the way up, and he says, you know, I just got pushed aside, and he says, I apologize, but he said, I didn't have anybody ready to go with him, so I'll just ad-lib then. Any particular questions I can take back, and we can get answered on a later date if we need to. Did everybody get a copy of this letter? I got plenty of copies. We're going to have plenty of pulpwood out here, so. But this is a letter that we sent.
Thank you.
I have an extra, so. That we sent out for the annual funding request. And basically, it's similar to what we've done over the last couple of years. We had the COGS per capita rate increases a penny each year. So this year it goes up to 74 cents. I said I had an extra. I can't remember what the dollar figure is, but
What's that county? This means $8,531.46.
right, and that's
Okay.
That's for the COG. Transit, we're looking at about a $2 million budget and trying to replace $400,000 worth of vehicles, which isn't going to happen, but we put it in for a couple of reasons. Number one, we have to keep them in their place, but number two, last year when the stimulus money came out, because we didn't have a lot of them in, we missed an opportunity to get some vehicles. So we're in there, and then it looks like we might have a chance at some more stimulus money, so maybe this will pay off. Then we'll get a few more buses. But at any rate, the transit per capita rate at 45 cents has been that way for ever since we went to the per capita 5188.05. The only variable we have is the capital match, and that's at 5 cents a mile. Last year we did charge Sac County at $2,566 for capital match, which goes into an account when I get ready to replace a bus, and we've been doing that quite regularly up here at Sac County. I go to the match account, and then I don't have to come up here and say I need $10,000 for a match. We pull that, it's already.
So what is the existing balance of that account, and what happens to that money if the federal government allows stimulus? It's segregated for that purpose only?
It's for match, and I do have...
For vehicle replacement, that's what
vehicle replacement only.
Okay.
And I do have that somewhere in here.
No, I mean, that's
But that-
drawn
that is
for
a-
that reason, and it stays for that reason.
It is a separate account that we've kept track of. The interest stays in that, is accounted for that account. I mean, it's in the COG funds, of course, or in the COG dollars, but this account is tabulated separately, and each county and each contract is tabulated separately. So Sac County may have a balance of, right now, maybe $3,500 in that, and Howard Center might have $5,500, and Head Start for our region may have $10,000. So when we replace a bus up here, we'll take from the county and from Howard Center, because if we use it for Howard Center, and then some out of Head Start, maybe DHS is another one.
The reason I asked the question, I don't want you drawing those funds for one purpose and using them for something else.
No, this, and like I say, I do have that here, I can show it to you when,
Okay.
at later time here. It is something that is also in our audit report, and I think Jeff maybe submitted that here just recently. There is a separate line item that identifies that.
Good.
So, and that, like I say, it's for the use of the bus. So if you put 10 miles on, you pay 5 cents a mile for 10 miles. If you don't put it on, you don't pay it. Last year we charged $2,500. May or may not be doing that this year. I don't know where we're at. It depends on the use of the vehicle. And we're quite busy up here. We have both Harlan and Justin Myers running many hours. And we have the Howard Center does some. Howard Center pays their own match. We charge them on a contract per mile basis also. But we have Orville Geyer running out of Auburn. And most of his service is up this way even. He does do some head start.
We see your buses in town here a lot. So.
Yeah, it must be because they put a lot of miles on up here. But at any rate, that's pretty standard of what we've done over the last several years. Well, actually, the COG's been getting per capita since '01. Or that's when they went to the 1 cent per year increase. While we're on it, I have transit summary for the entire region, but I do have Sac County broke out for the vehicles and the personnel. You'll notice on there, I also have last year's figures, last 2 years' figures, and then year-to-date, which would have been as of September 30 when this was printed up. We hadn't received our second quarter figures yet, so. Top shows how the funding breaks out. Most of our money does come through the state and the federal, and then our individual contracts. Then we have contracts towards the back that will show who all we work with on our services, and most of those are under contract of some kind. But now, New Hope, Genesis, Wesco, Howard Center, DHS, virtually all of the nursing homes in the region we work with, several senior services, work with kids agencies with Head Start, preschools, just whatever it takes there. Several school districts, including Southern Cal, which is out of our region, but we have a special request from that parent for us to transport that child up to, that student up to Stone Lake. So we slip over to Lytton and pick him up.